Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth and we're back with Miss Alvaral. And since last time, I did do a couple of the side quests here for Herne. I went out and I dealt with the wolves. I helped a guy feed and gather his sheep up. And I helped a dwarf look for rock samples to see if there was any potential ore. But now, let's talk to Meneldir and defend the town of Herne, which is what it sounds like we're going to need to do.
I hope we have done enough, my friend. This night may be a hard one.
All right.
We have prevailed upon the innkeeper to allow the residents of Herne to shelter within Crossway House for the night. For I fear that whatever evil came to this town will be back.
It's a relief to me that so many of Herne's folks listen to us, Alvaral. I hope the walls of Crossway House prove strong enough to keep them safe, or that the evil has moved on and this plan is made unnecessary, but I cannot risk that. These first hours have not been difficult for the people of Herne, for Maddock made the wise decision to let his ale flow freely, and to set plenty of food upon his tables. The real test will come in the hours ahead. Will you speak with some of the folk here in Crossway House and determine their mood? All right, so we have to talk to some people. Well, let's talk to our fine innkeeper first. I have not seen Crossway House this busy for many months. Would that it could be in better circumstances. Some of my neighbors believe this is some scheme of mine cooked up to increase my custom. If only I could claim to have thought of it. Alas, I am not that smart. It does seem as if nothing will come to Herne this night. Still, you and your companions have my thanks. It is better to be safe than to be sorry, yes? Aberthal. I will tell you the honest truth, Alvaral, for you and your companions have my respect, and I cannot keep secrets from you. I wish I had not come here tonight. Maddock has been free with his spiced beer, and I appreciate it. But that changes nothing. I can see in the eye of my mind the crawling shapes I encountered that night in town, and I know that if I look over my shoulder, I will see its companion, sitting astride a steed black as night. They are waiting just outside the walls of the inn, waiting for me to emerge. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just such a strong feeling. I was an adventurer, and now I am undone by the faintest whisper of a memory. I am shamed. There are so many folk here, and some of them heroes. Boromir of Gondor, Egfrith of Rohan, and I do not exclude you from that list, Alvaral. Forgive me, I will find my courage. There is safety among so many good folk, after all. Those shadows will not dare to trouble us here. All right, and there's two I need to talk to upstairs. There's Aldith. It is comforting to be inside on a night such as this, even if whatever came here before does not return. Sometimes the conversation ebbs, and I think I can hear wailing outside the walls of the inn, but that's just my imagination. Or perhaps it's the wind. We are safe at Crossway House, I hope. Your companions have their weapons, and so do you. You will keep us safe if anything happens, won't you? All right. I need to find Bloodry. There's nothing out there. At least nothing I can see. I've given myself a couple frights already tonight when the wind kicks up and throws back the shutters on the inn. But that is all. For now, anyway. I'm glad to be here with my neighbors and not out there in the dark. All right. So mostly people that arrived are happy to be here. And probably because there's food and drink aplenty.
Pull up a seat.
Pull up a seat. Sit at the table.
We should rest while we can. Perhaps nothing will happen, but I cannot remain idle, friend Meneldir, what danger approaches.
My station shall be at a window, keeping watch.
It will be some hours until dawn, Boromir.
It is of no use, stranger. I have heard this of the men of Gondor. They lower their guard only when slain.
You have heard it from them alone, I imagine.
Aye, and loudly. Still, it is a trait the Rohirrim might have used, and spared some sorrow. The land of my people is not what it was. A kingdom draws strength from its king.
Boromir spoke to us of Theoden's ailment. It prevented his audience. When we reach the Dunedain, they will surely know some remedy you can bring back to Rohan.
Yes.
Saruman the Wizard is a friend of Rohan. His knowledge of remedies and curatives might have proved some help to your king. What is it, Egfrith? You have gone quite pale.
I did not want to say anything, but I fear the wizard might no longer be a friend to Rohan. If Theoden King is to be cured, I would rather he recover on his own, without the aid of Saruman.
Aye, that seems the wisest course.
Perhaps you should see if Boromir has seen anything outside.
All right. I will go check on Boromir. There's nothing out there, Alvaro. Just wind and darkness. Return with Boromir to your table.
If something's going to happen, then let it happen.
Boromir, don't be so excited for action, okay?
Curse this endless waiting. Will the sun never rise and put an end to it?
By tomorrow, these dull hours will seem only a passing dream, Boromir.
Nay, it could be like another dream I've had. One that never releases its grip.
We have all had dreams like that. Every day for the last half year, I have hoped I would wake from my own dream. I would rub the sleep from my eyes and see that Rohan is strong again.
Would that it could be so for Gondor as well. But I speak of another dream. Have any of you ever experienced dreams with the feel of prophecy?
I told you of the assault upon Osgiliath in the days of June, did I not? And of the strange omens surrounding the battle? One of these was a dream with the feel of a prophecy. This I withheld from you, for I did not know what to think. In Gondar we rely upon the bright sword and the sturdy shield, and we are right to do so. A dream is a fleeting thing, and what man would put his trust in something that lives only in darkness and vanishes with the sunrise? Boromir strokes his beard thoughtfully. I say dreams are fleeting, but this one was peculiar. It came to my brother Faramir on the eve of the attack upon Osgiliath, and then many nights afterward, always the same. It came once to me, and although my brother told me of the dreams, it was with mine own eyes that I beheld these details. They seemed so real to me. In the dream, I saw the eastern sky growing dark, and there was a rumbling as of thunder. But a light lingered in the western sky, and a clear voice called to me. Seek for the sword that was broken, it said. In Meneldir it dwells. There shall be counsels taken stronger than Morgul spells. That is of great interest to any son of Gondor, Alvaro. Any means of countering the evils that pour from the Morgul Vale are welcome in Minas Tirith. But the voice did not stop there. Speaking of Meneldir, it continued. There shall be shown a token that doom is near at hand, for Isildur's bane shall waken, and the halfling forth shall stand. Boromir stares at you solemnly. For my brother to dream of this doom, the doom of Minas Tirith on so many nights, and then for the same dream to come to me. I fear that we were running out of time. Gondor needs the wisdom that lies hidden in Imladris, but now we waste the hours hiding in this inn when we should be moving ever onward.
This is why you seek Imladris? You did not tell Saruman the purpose of your journey.
Perhaps I was being foolish. Perhaps it is only a dream. But if it is not, if the sword that was broken might save Minas Tirith.
You would do anything to save your home.
Aye, Egfrith, that I would.
What was that?
I feel cold. Something outside.
Go outside Crossway House and investigate. Oh, good. You send me out there. Y'all better be coming with me. Thank you. The feeling of dread grows stronger. Prepare yourself. Something approaches. Survive until dawn comes to Herne.
The dead! The dead have risen! Found sorcery sends them against us!
Fight on, my friends! Fight on!
Is there no end to this horror?
I think that is all of them. It is almost dawn.
Complete it. Instance, the waiting night. It is over, Alvarel. We are alive.
It is as I feared.
It is as I feared, Alvarel. The creatures that passed through Herne 4 nights ago were the race once called Nazgul, and they left something behind to draw the dead hither. But why have these creatures of legend returned to life, and where did they go? And most importantly, and of greatest concern to me, what purpose have they come so far north? Ooh, I will definitely take that.
We should examine the northern approach to the town.
We should examine the northern approach to the town, since that's the direction from which the dead came. Let us clean up whatever detritus fell from the whites, so as not to spark alarm in the townfolk, though it may seem too late for that. Collect tarnished jewelry and rusted blades left by the whites. Okay. And what was this? Hold on, I want to see this. 23 real 4, oh yes. Thank you. I will definitely switch out. Oh, okay. Well, so far nobody seems to be looking at the ground because it's scattered all over the place. Of course, they're probably busy looking around. Okay, it's just this, oh, rusted helmet. The fallen arm of a white. Oh, hi. The crawling arm makes an angry fist and expires. Okay, that's probably the funniest and, quite frankly, the corniest line I've ever seen in the game. Oh, dear. Oh, and what was this notice? Hold on. I saw a notice pass by. Ah, here we go. World broadcast. Hello all. A reminder that GMs do not provide free gifts, especially through clicking links, and anyone in-game offering gifts through an internet link is likely trying to steal your account. Please report such spammers and scammers through help.standingstonegames.com. Okay. So I guess that's the latest scam, is to try to get people to go to a website claiming that they're going to get free gifts. Okay. Like the GM said, if somebody's claiming to offer you some free gift, if you click on a link, do not do it, because it's likely a scam. If somebody's going to give you a free gift, they're just going to send it through you to the game mail. Okay? And if they're claiming they're going to give you free LOTRO points or something like that, that's not a thing. In fact, I don't think you can even buy LOTRO points for someone else. I know, because I kind of wish I could for my friend. All right. Now that public service announcement is out of the way, let's talk to Meneldir.
Even in the light of day, I find it hard to believe such things are possible.
This equipment is very old, Alvaro. Even in the light of day, I find it hard to believe such things are possible. Ancient terrors stalked the land once again, and the dead walk. While you were gone, I found a skull-shaped token buried in the dirt, a shallow grave of sorts, just beneath the topsoil. I think it was left here on purpose to draw those creatures hither. Boromir, do you have something to add?
I share Meneldir's amazement, but I do not like it.
Let the dead sleep, and trouble not the living. I am filled with disgust that such things may be. But where has Egfrith gone? I thought she went with you, but she has not returned. Do you think she ran afoul of some among the whites we might have missed?
Boromir is right. I have not seen Egfrith since we came outside.
I thought she went with you to collect the fallen items of the whites, but you say you have not seen her. Perhaps she went back in the inn? I don't know if you can hear, but Ernest is saying hello. He's trying to bring me a toy. Talk to townspeople in Herne and learn what happened to Egfrith. Right? Who do we talk to? No, not you. You just do missions. We're not interested in missions right now. Oh, there's Bria.
Greetings, traveler.
Oh, no. I mean, I probably will do that one. That's not what I'm looking for right now. Okay. I did say that there was a ring in here. Well, I wouldn't mind having this for a deluxe house. Maybe bigger, but I like it. Aberthal.
Hope I have not done wrong.
I hope I have not done wrong, Alvaral. She told me not to give you the letter for a day or two, but if you already know to expect it, I suppose there's no harm in you having it early. I did not read it. She told me not to do so, and her expression was so grim, I took her at her word. I hope I have not done wrong, Alvaral. Flip over the parchment Egfrith left with Aberthal. Okay. Egfrith's handwriting covers the front of the parchment.
My friends, no, I cannot address you so, for our friendship was based upon a deception. I am sorry.
It causes me great pain to write this, but I am left no other choice. I could not forgive myself if I abandoned you without explanation, but leave you I must, for the ink here is smudged. Alvaral, Meneldir of the North, and Boromir of Gondor. My errand to this land is not as I told you. It is true that I was born in Faldham of the Norcross, and I hold the good of Rohan above all else. But my mission was not to seek the Dunedain. Theoden King is ill, that much is true. But there is no cure to be found for his ailment, neither in the Riddermark nor in the Dunedain's wilderness. He has grown weak, and has himself become a grave threat to the survival of Rohan. His people need a strong king, but he languishes in his sickbed. He has forgotten the strength he once possessed, and can no longer lead the people who cry out to him. In days past, perhaps he would have ridden out in glory, to die in battle and stir the hearts of the Rohirrim, but no longer. It was with the wizard Saruman that I consulted on this, for he has long been a friend to Rohan, and he confirmed that which I feared. It is a weakness of the blood that troubles Theoden, and it must run too in the blood of Theodred his heir. The wizard has much wisdom, for he has lived to see many lifetimes, and he can see that which the rest of us fail to recognize. Rohan itself suffers from an illness. He will treat this illness with a difficult remedy. He has found numerous orcs, likely from their mountain strongholds, and prepares to send them against the kingdom. Through the crucible of this testing, the mighty men of Rohan will prove who among them is strong enough to lead. I say men, but perhaps it will be a queen who proves able to save Rohan from this peril. The old lineages are not enough. Even with all his wisdom, Saruman cannot see all. When Boromir of Gondor rode near to Isengard, the wizard sought to learn what caused the son of Denethor to depart his own lands. Was Saruman's plan to save Rohan in jeopardy? He charged me to follow the son of Gondor north and learn the purpose behind his quest. I kept a day's journey behind him, out of sight of the empty lands, but always near enough to find his course, until the crossing of the Grey Flood at Thorbad. That is where I encountered you, Meneldir, and Alvaral. It was an act of desperation to join your band, but I feared Boromir would escape my reach, and I would fail my own quest. And yet I did fail, for in the brief time we journeyed together, I came to understand what drove Boromir to this land, for so far from his home. He traveled these many leagues at a dream's behest, for nothing so certain as the slimmest hope that it might aid Gondor. So too is it with me and Rohan. Each of us would do the same for our own homeland. Even now I try to excuse my treachery as if I could avoid judgment by not writing it down. There was more to my errand. Once I learned Boromir's purpose, I was to slay him. I could not have done it in battle, for all my weapon skill. But one of those nights while he slept, I might have managed it. But I will not. I go now to bring Saruman the knowledge he craved. He will learn something from Boromir's dream, and it will need be enough. I thought I could slay anyone if it meant saving my kingdom, but I was wrong. I will command Aberthal to give you this letter in a few days. I want you to know what I have done and not done, but I will not risk you stopping me. For Rohan, always. Egfrith. Okay, I was not quite expecting that. I knew she was hiding something, but that's not the something I was expecting her to be hiding. I don't know what to say. But we better go get to Meneldir quick. What?
Did you find Egfrith? Is she in some danger?
You hand the letter to Meneldir, and as he reads it, his expression darkens, a storm cloud of anger enveloping his face. This cannot be. This cannot be. Catch Egfrith south of Herne before she can escape. Quickly, Meneldir cries. We must stop her from escaping to the southward road. Whoa, that's far, far away. Well, let's see if we can catch her. I don't know about you, but like I said, I knew she was hiding something. This is definitely not what I was expecting, though. I was not expecting to hear that she was actually supposed to kill Boromir. Well, I'm rather glad she had a change of heart. And she chose not to go through with that part. But the fact that she's going to be bringing information to Saruman, well, we can't have her doing that. Any information is probably too much. Although it was pretty obscure, and if Saruman, well, no, because Saruman did have a nice conversation with Gandalf, so he probably would have been able to put the pieces together. But even he doesn't know where Imladris is, does he? Oh, once again, he probably does. Oh yeah, I guess that's not a good thing. Alright, we definitely have to catch up with her. Hopefully we don't have to kill her. Maybe we can make her see reason. I mean, I understand she's trying to protect Rohan as much as Boromir is trying to protect Gondor. And, well, we kind of know what Boromir was capable of doing in his attempt to protect Gondor. Meneldir calls a halt to your pursuit of Egfrith.
I see the print of hooves in the dirt. She is beyond our reach now.
I see the print of hooves in the dirt. She must have stolen a horse in Herne and has already escaped into Menhiriath. She is beyond our reach now. Saruman will learn what he sought.
I did not see it. I thought Egfrith was trustworthy.
I did not see it, Alvarol. I thought Egfrith was trustworthy. I did not see it. Boromir speaks quietly, but you can hear the strain in his voice. I know what I must do. Yeah, we'll take that.
I began this journey alone, and I must finish it alone.
I began this journey alone, and I must finish it alone. Meneldir seeks to protest, but Boromir holds up a hand. I have made up my mind. Egfrith's betrayal has opened my eyes to the sad truth that I can only rely upon myself. If the doom of Minas Tirith is truly at hand, I cannot risk casting aside this one chance to prevent it. I am sorry. It is for the best that I journey on to the hidden vale of Imladris alone. I wish you both well. Use caution if you find yourself in the path of the evil power I felt at Osgiliath, the one that sent the dead against Herne, I take my leave of you, though it leave my heart heavy, but I must. Farewell.
I wish it were otherwise, Boromir, but I respect your decision.
Good luck to you on your journey, and I echo your words of caution. Alvaro, unless you too wish to leave me, I think we should return to the east gate of Herne before we continue in search of my friend Meneldir, who will be able to guide us to the chieftain of the Dunedain. And you are incredibly rude.
I wish it were otherwise, Boromir, but I respect your decision.
Meet up with Meneldir at the east gate of Herne. Well, that took a turn. Oh, excuse me. One more thing I would like to do before I leave. All right, Meneldir, I will see you back. Boromir, safe travels. Don't get into too much trouble. And I will head back to Herne, where we will pick up next time. But until then, bye for now.